Liberals scream like banshees in Parliament, but why? Welcome to my channel, y'all. I hope you're having a great day. Well, the Liberals are at it again. They're still screaming about Pierre Poilievre not getting his security clearance, but one member in particular who may or may not be under the influence of something or possibly having a medical emergency, I don't know, is screaming about this all the time. He really has to chill out. He's going to take a heart attack. Let's go to the House now and see what Kevin is ranting about today.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. We all know that foreign interference is a very serious issue. We can talk about murder, we can talk about extortion, we can talk about political interference. And yesterday we find out that we actually have a member of Parliament in the Conservative Party who has in fact been in touch with, either directly or indirectly, with foreign interference related to the leadership of the Conservative Party of Canada. That's the same leadership in which the current leader was elected, Mr. Speaker. Is there any question why, for weeks, I've been asking and challenging the leader of the official opposition to get the security clearance, and he continues to hide? I've been saying he has something that's in his past that he doesn't want Canadians to know. And Mr. Speaker, this is not just it. There's more to it. But what we do know is his leadership is a fraud, quite frankly, Mr. Speaker. We need to have a foreign interference investigation across the way. Hear, hear.
Oh, Kevin, you got to stop screaming, Kevin. You got to stop getting worked up. You're going to have a heart attack or take a stroke. Matter of fact, it almost looks like you're taking a stroke there. Or maybe you just came back from the pub. This is in the afternoon in Ottawa when this happened. And apparently the parliamentarians are quite well known for popping across the street and heading to the pub for their pub lunches. He does look like he may be under the influence, but I'm just saying that from a observer's perspective. I have no real information, so that's just an observation and an opinion and an observation. So what is he talking about? Why is this coming up? Well, this all came about because of a Radio-Canada broadcast that alleged that Michelle Rempel Garner had been intimidated by the Indian government into resigning as the co-chair of Patrick Brown's leadership campaign for the Conservative Leadership Party. Now, she has denied that, but let's go to that broadcast and see what it had to say.
Pierre Poilievre emerged victorious from a divisive leadership race, which is once again stirring controversy.
Help me fight for this future.
Patrick Brown, one of his main rivals, was the target of Indian interference, according to 5 people close to his campaign. We are not naming these sources because they say they fear for their safety.
This minister has been allowed to fail upwards.
Brown's national co-chair, Conservative MP Michelle Rempel Garner, was allegedly pressured to pull her support for the candidate. According to a source, it was well known that Indian consulate representatives had approached Michelle strongly suggesting that it was not in her best interest to continue working alongside Patrick. Other sources say they heard the MP herself talk about it on a team conference call. One said these Indian diplomats approached her and told her, "You need to retract your support for Patrick."
Michelle Rempel Garner announced in a tweet she's stepping aside.
Later in the race, she quit the campaign. At the time, she said she was considering a move to provincial politics, which did not materialize. In response to Radio-Canada's questions, Rempel Garner sent a written statement. "I left Mr. Brown's campaign completely of my own volition. In no instance was I coerced in any manner by anyone at any time. I've always taken into account the perspectives of many different Canadian interest groups and stakeholders." Patrick Brown would not grant us an interview.
His courage.
As mayor of Brampton, the Canadian city with the largest Sikh population, he took stances in favor of this community, which upset Indian agents, according to our sources. Hindu supporters of Brown were allegedly told not to support him, not to sell membership cards for him, not to invite him to certain events. The High Commission of India and Canada refused to comment.
Patrick Brown now disqualified.
Brown never finished the race. He was disqualified by the Conservative Party after allegations of wrongdoing linked to election financing. Allegations that were later dismissed by the Commissioner of Canada Elections. Both the Conservative Party and Pierre Poilievre's office say they have no knowledge of Indian interference to undermine Patrick Brown's campaign, but Poilievre has refused to obtain the necessary security clearance to access classified documents on foreign interference.
And Brigitte, why is it significant that Poilievre has not obtained this clearance?
Well, every other party leader in Parliament said they felt it was their responsibility to obtain this clearance. They wanted to get a clear picture of the foreign interference happening in this country. They especially wanted to know if any members of their party, past or present, had been compromised. Only then could they take the necessary action.
All right, Brigitte Bureau reporting from Ottawa. Thank you.
So now the Liberals are going after Michelle Rempel Garner, attacking her for possibly being involved in foreign interference. But was she really? She may have been threatened and she may have been coerced, but was she involved? Did she do anything that was illegal afterwards? Because somebody approaches you and threatens you, that doesn't mean that you're involved with them. That just means that you were a victim of a threat. Now, what did she do with that? Did she call the RCMP? Did she report it? We don't know. That hasn't been reported on, and I'm not sure she's going to tell us. This is all smoke and mirrors on behalf of the Liberals. Nothing's going to come of this, or at least I don't think so. They're just trying to distract us, to deflect from what's really happening, from the SDTC scandal, from all the documents that they're not producing. They're just looking for a way to cover up. And this Kevin, well, he screams about this all the time. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe something will come of this, but I don't think so. But that's just my opinion. I'd love to know what you think. Put your comments down below. And while you're at it, please like this video, share with your friends and on social media. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so you never miss another video. Also, please join me on Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Pacific time for my live stream, where you can join in on the conversation. Finally, if you reside on Vancouver Island and you need your firearms license, also known as a PAL, I teach the required courses. So if you'd like to take a course from me, there's links in the description of this video to my website where you can sign up for one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.